Hey, yo, what it is? It's Young Casey Veggies, and you're now tuned in to Live in Limbo. You already know what it is. Bow.
We do it all the time, no practice. I bet the money make it do it. I bet the money make it do it, make it do a backflip. I bet the money make it do it. I bet the money make it do it, make it do a backflip.
Hey, what's up? Hello, this is Mehek from Live in Limbo, and we're backstage at Tattoo in Toronto, hanging out with the one and only Casey Veggies from the West Coast. How's it going?
I'm great. How you doing? What's going on?
I'm good. It's a little cooler than I wished it would be.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm wearing a coat inside. You know, being a Canadian, you think I'd be used to this.
I got two jackets on. You see me.
Yeah, you're coming from a sunny place. Yeah, so yep. How are you feeling about that?
Feeling good. It's definitely a different little climate change, but I haven't been to Toronto in a little minute. It's been actually I had a show for North by Northeast. And that was pretty fun. But before that, I haven't been to Toronto since my first show out here, which was like 2 or 3 years ago. So I feel, I'm still new to the city. I'm still getting used to it,
Yeah, for sure. But I would imagine that you're going to bring the heat tonight, no?
Oh, yeah, you already know.
You know where I'm going with that, right?
We're bringing that fire. We're bringing that energy tonight, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
you're
definitely.
with your buddy, Dom Kennedy.
Yeah, that's my
for the
bro.
By Dom Kennedy show.
Yep.
Talk to me a little bit about that relationship. You guys have been friends for a while, right?
Yeah, we definitely been friends a while. I'm 22 years old now, so I know I met Dom when I was at least 13, 14 years old. So we just been homies, working hard, putting on for LA and just doing music together, here and there. And then we just, built this relationship, this friendship, and we just make great music together.
Yeah. What's it like to have that sort of guidance and that sense of community, especially, you've been going at this for so long now, to be able to come up with so many people? How's it been like to have that support?
It's important. I think for every artist, it's important, you need that support. Especially with this game, it's so much, people coming at you left and right. Some people real, some people not real. But just to know you got certain people that you've met that are like brothers to you, it's really important.
For sure. So you've got an album out.
Yeah, Live and Grow.
Live and Grow.
Yeah,
it's been a couple months now.
Yeah, it's been out. People are, responding to it.
Yeah. That's exciting. I guess in the process of making the album, you were working on it for a long time. Mm-hmm. What is the biggest takeaway from that entire experience?
Just the learning experience of the music business, of who I am as an artist, with the music I should be making, the music I can make, I love making. I just learned a lot about myself as an artist, as a businessman, as an artist. And I'm able to, take everything I learned on this first album and just apply it to the rest of my career.
And you've got a lot of tracks, from what I understand, through the production process for that album.
Yeah.
And are you planning on using any of them later on?
I have some tracks that I can't not use. Like, there's great music that I wish could have been on the album, that I've been thinking of some creative ways to, release it. But really, I'm working on a secret project right now. That's going to be crazy, yeah.
Can you mention?
It's a secret project.
It's completely secret?
It's not secret like that, but it's like, I'm letting y'all listen to the album right now.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get to it.
Okay, cool. So you heard it, guys. There's something coming from Casey Veggies.
Yeah.
Very shortly, I would hope.
Yeah.
That's cool, though. In terms of going from the mixtape, the mixtape anthologies that you worked on to the album, what was the biggest learning curve in that process?
It's just a lot more people in your ear and expecting something out of you music wise. I think when I'm working on my mixtapes, I wasn't thinking as much. I just was having fun and doing what I do best. On this album, I was in a process where I was like getting a lot of different opinions and a lot of different people in my ear telling me what they needed out of me, what they wanted and certain type of expectations. But, I didn't let it affect me as an artist. I think I put out a great album, but, I think I learned you just can't really let that distract you from what you do as an artist. That's why I'm here. Like, I got my record deal from the music I made independently, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. Just staying focused on what I do as an artist, then worrying about what everybody else is doing.
Just maintaining your voice through the process. Yeah, for sure. You've done a couple shows now. Mm-hmm. Have you taken the new material out there? And if so, what's the reception been like so far?
I've done a few shows. I haven't really performed it as much. I'm glad. Like, my show has gotten so much better with this new album. Just, adding these new songs into my mix. And it's very fun. Every time I go out there, people are responding to it. They're showing it a lot of love. And you can just tell this music is just great for performances. I just can't wait to keep going, like, keep adding more songs to the mix to where, one day I'm gonna do an hour-long set and they're gonna know every song, Yeah.
Has it changed your approach to your performance at all?
Not really. I try to, ever since I started performing a few years back when I was like 17, 16, my main objective on stage is just to exert the energy that the music makes me feel. And just have fun, which is just have fun, let loose, let the music take you wherever. I'm on stage dancing and doing all type of stuff that I don't normally do, but it's the music that takes me there.
Gets you going.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, you're pretty legendary in Toronto in terms of your performance.
I got it.
So, I'm excited to see that
had
energy come out
good
tonight.
Shows out here.
Yeah, I heard a lot of great things out of the North by Northeast performance a couple months ago.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Getting my feet wet. I'm trying to give people a better show every time I get out there. Always I'm like my worst critic. So when it comes to performing and like the quality of what I'm doing, so I'm just trying to get better. Yeah.
Are you planning on taking your show beyond the North American borders anywhere?
Definitely. I remember like years back, my first time in Canada was Vancouver. So I really got love for Vancouver because they definitely introduced me to Toronto and to Canada in a great way. Like they accepted me open arms. Toronto is all love. I've been to Montreal, Ottawa, but I've only done one show overseas, which was in Europe.
Okay.
But now I'm excited to get to London, Paris. I haven't really done anything over there, so it's still all new to me. Even though I've been rapping so long, it's still a lot of things that's new to me still. So that's good. It keeps me excited.
Well, and you strike me as someone who's very creatively motivated, and you're in a couple of different lines of business. You're in clothing. You did a movie earlier this year, the Puma deal. What in terms of business would you want to do next?
I just want to be like, own more things, like, use your money wisely, invest. I want to be like, do more investments. I plan to, own apartment buildings in LA, like stuff like that. Like I want to just make smart investments, just be a smart businessman, as well as just, I'm still trying to, tackle the clothing business as much as I want. Like my clothing line, Peas and Carrots, we got a store in LA and it's doing good, but I got so much more I'm trying to accomplish with it. So I'm just focused on that. I'm focused on my second album, my music. Obviously I want to do more movies and I just want to own more things, like more stuff that I can just say, I own it, so you can be smart and, put up those investments and it comes back, way bigger later down the line.
In terms of, anyone in the hip hop community, is there someone that you would want their career to reflect onto yours, or, to sort of follow similarly? I
got a lot of role models, even my homies that I consider inspiration, like Tyler, the Creator. I look at him as inspiration, what he's doing with what he did with Our Future and Golf Wang and with his cartoon show. It's things like that. I look at even T.I. I was just in Atlanta a couple weeks ago and I saw his restaurant in Atlanta, and it's like you don't really hear him talking about his restaurant, but he owns a restaurant in Atlanta, and the food is really good. His music is really good. You know what I'm saying? I respect the whole brand. I respect his business aspect. So I just look at that what different artists are doing, and I just try to make sure that, that I'm making sure that I'm not just being a rapper.
Our brief interaction right now, and even in past interviews, you strike me as someone who's quite humble about all of your experiences and your success. What keeps you so grounded?
I'm a regular kid just like everybody else. I just happen to have some success. I have some things go my way, I'm happy. I just happen to be on this journey. I've been in front of all these people and experienced a whole lot of things, but I never looked at myself. Obviously I think I'm a superstar, but I never looked at myself as superior or better than the next person. You know what I'm saying? I just like to enjoy life. I have a good time. I got a show tonight, but I just want to chill, perform for the fans, and just have a good time. That's what I'm all about, I think I'm one of the most regular artists you'll probably come across.
I don't know, man. For a 22-year-old, you're super accomplished. Like I was just talking to my friend Olivia over here, and I'm like, I'm in my mid-20s, and I need to talk to Casey Veggies about how to do life a little bit better.
I just try to start early. I think that's why I got lucky. Not to say I'm lucky, but I started early. I knew what I wanted. At 13, I knew I was like, I want to be a rapper. Like something just hit me. Like I want to do music. Like I want to really do this, and I just happened to take my time and tackle it. I loved it and I had fun with it.
Yeah. That's important for sure. In terms of peas and carrots, I know in the past you've said it's all about the organics and the the materials, and you're very conscious in the manufacturing and everything. What is it about leading an organic life, period, though? What would how is that important to you?
I think that's what the brand embodies, peas and carrots. That's what we're about. PNC, everything frozen, everything natural, fresh and frozen, everything organic. To me, I think it's just being organic is being you, being your most original self, being your natural state.
Yeah.
Like that's organic to me. A song can be organic because it just came to you.
Yeah.
Like how did you? What's the concept? It was just an organic concept, something that came to me. Like your outfit is organic. Like it's just you. It's natural. Like that's how I look at being organic. I think that's very important for what I'm doing as an artist, because I never wanted to be like reaching to try to do something else. Like everything we do is just natural. We let it come natural. We don't force anything. We don't force lyrics. We don't force opinions and things like that. It's just all natural, all real. Yeah.
Your Cypher, the BET Cypher, your rhyme, that was dope. Can you tell me a little bit about that whole experience?
It was awesome. We shot that a couple months before the awards actually aired. It was a great experience because me being 22, I remember being 17, 18 when they first started the Cyphers, and I remember telling myself like at home, getting out of school to watch the awards, and telling myself like one day I'm gonna be on there, So 3-4 years later, I'm on that BET Award Cypher. So it's just accomplishments like that mean a lot, because it's like I remember being that high school kid watching those Cyphers
for sure
when I got home, and not really realizing that I could do the same thing too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
In terms of some of the kids that are coming up on the West Coast, who are you looking at right now? Who do you think is doing a good job?
I think it's a lot of dope artists out the West doing some great things. And they all know who they are. They probably they're already getting enough praise. They are doing their thing.
But what about those kids who are also pursuing the mixtape game?
Yeah, it's a lot of new cats. Shout out to the homie Hardaway Smith. Shout out to the homie Nico G4, the homie Rocket. It's a lot of dope artists, man. Monty Coolin, shout out to the homie. Shout out to Overdose. I look at all these artists, Scheme, like, what I'm saying? These are all my homies that from LA area that's been doing it for a long time, working hard. And obviously, Kendrick Lamar, Dom Kennedy, there's a lot of great music that comes out of the West. And I'm proud to be from LA, proud to be an artist from LA.
You rep it so hard. Yeah. That's awesome. We're winding down 2015. It's been a super busy year for you.
Yeah.
What are the biggest lessons from this year, and how are you going to use them in the coming new year?
Biggest lessons this year, I think, is just to take your time, be patient, keep your eyes open. And I think just being more patient with my decisions and things like that, it'll change a lot. And that's what I'm going to try to do next year.
Amazing. Well, I'm excited to see you grow, see you keep going, see you live and grow, and keep growing. So guys, make sure you check it out. Live and Grow is out right now. Casey Veggies in Toronto, and he's on tour with Don Kennedy. So make sure you check them out.
Yes, sir. You already know what it is. Toronto, all love, live in Limbo, swagger.